Jam him up, MP. You break that record in style, all right?
We've got a packed house tonight, MP. Everyone's here to see you break the assist record.
Yo, MP. I was hoping I'd run into you. I wanted to...
Over here.
Well, we know greatness is both a journey and a destination. And tonight, MP approaches his mountaintop. John Stockton's NBA record for career assists is right there for the taking. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Be out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Devin Booker. And for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo out there with Terry. Then it's Ball. Then there's Washington. And it's Webster in at the 5, roaming the paint. You know what stands out, Clark, with both of these teams is their speed and their athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And we go courtside for the latest on MP and his incredible career.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there is plenty of hype and attention tonight as MP is on the brink of surpassing John Stockton, first place all-time in assists. His teammates are going to feel some pressure to knock down those shots, I'm sure. It's all part of the MP circus. Guys?
Exciting for sure. All right, thanks. Pass to Pete. Puts up a 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. P's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for New York. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Giannis. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's Washington. After the made shot from P, there's a screen from 11 feet away. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. No problems knocking that one down. 10 points for P. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Here is Edwards, following the bucket by the Bucks. With that bucket in no time at all. 13 9 points for P.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Terry. 11 points last game. 6 to shoot. That one rolling around and rims out. New York leading by 10. For 3, Edwards. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Washington against Edwards. Washington passes to Antetokounmpo. Off on the layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Got that one up quick.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Terry the pass to Webster. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Last time they met in New York.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Knicks making the shot. They need this. Antetokounmpo, no good. New York's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. The pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Also, first in the league in steals. Just an immensely talented group. You lose focus for 1 second, and they're going to take it and go back the other way.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here is Washington. Still yet to score. Passes it to Webster. Down low. Washington with it. Webster with the screen for Washington. Milwaukee, no good that time either. New York leading by 19 points. Edwards with the screen. P passes to Edwards. Yep, that one goes. Edwards got 5 now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Ball's checked in for New York. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Now here's Terry. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And so it's New York with it, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Well, here we are, Clark. This is game 2 of a back-to-back for these guys, so should we expect lower energy out there?
I certainly am not counting on that. I mean, these guys are in tremendous physical condition. They can handle a quick turnaround. That's part of what they get paid to do.
Now here's Terry. Webster with the screen for Terry. Dishes it to Webster. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Edwards. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart they're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Ball, following the score by New York. Terry kicks to Giannis. That one's off, still out of sync.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Ball with it. Scoreless thus far. Over in the corner, Washington. From 11 feet away, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the score by New York. Antetokounmpo finds Washington. Now Ball. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the right side. Outside, Webster. He grabs the miss. He's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now here's Giannis. He dishes it to Webster. There's the screen. Outside Terry. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. He no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Terry, trying to get something going. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Gornev, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. 6 points for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Now here's Webster. Defense is right there. The kick out to Ball. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. It's rebounded by New York. P's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And here is Antetokounmpo after the three-pointer from P.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Driving to the basket. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Edwards brings the double team. Webster dishes to Terry. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Knicks with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Terry. The Knicks making the shot. Webster passes to Terry. There's Ball with the 3. Drops in the tray.
I really think it's important that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot.
Baseline try, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Ball. The dish to Terry. From deep, Antetokounmpo. That doesn't fall, and still no basket for him after 8 attempts from the floor.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Terry. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. For Milwaukee, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got P. Mobley is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Whitehead in at the 2 spot. Up top, Porzingis. Clock at 6. Back to Terry. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Wembanyama will bring it out for the Knicks. Took him no time at all on that one. 26 points for P.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. The Bucks working the ball around. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Minnesota. Pass to P. The 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Porzingis sets the pick for Terry. It's Washington high post. Mobley against Porzingis. He grabs the miss. P's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. To stop the run, Mobley with the block. One-on-one fast break. Here's P. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside, Ball. Outside, Porzingis. And again, the Bucks miss.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And Mobley throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Ball. Oh, good with the triple.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Terry kicks to Porzingis from downtown. He grabs the miss.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Picked his pocket. Here's P. Terry covering. Wembanyama, no good. Ball feeling it out a bit. Takes it inside. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Knicks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
And the Bucks making a change here. Webster's checked in. Now the pass to Terry. Inside, stolen away. And a fast break now for New York. And they pick up 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Wizards was terrific. He scored an amazing number of points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Washington. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. To the middle. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Ball against Ball. Passes it to Webster. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. For the Knicks, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Edwards in for Ball. Here's Webster. Off the inbound, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of...
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
New York foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards against Washington. To the inside, Webster. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Five on the clock. From deep three-point land.
Boy, his touch has completely gone AWOL here in the second quarter.
And it's Giannis missing.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Webster with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the schneid. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Webster, and the Bucks miss again.
he's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's P, and again it's New York.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To end the drought. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this.
Each guy brings something different to the table. This is a competitive field, but I think we're starting to get a clear picture of who's the top.
And now talking about our current game, gotta be impressed with the big halftime lead for the Knicks.
I don't think you can.
That is more than enough of us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. The Knicks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. They've got Antetokounmpo all out there with Washington. Then it's Terry, and it's Webster in at the 5. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Down low, here's P, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 41 points for P.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
On the wing, Giannis. Defended by Wembanyama. And here's Washington outside. Buries it from three-point range. Washington's got himself on the board with 3 there. Pass to P. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight. Ball against Booker. Terry with a screen on Booker. Ball from long range. It's rebounded by New York. P's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
From deep. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The tray. Knicks with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Ball against Booker. They set the screen. Pass to Washington. From deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Edwards a screen on Terry to the paint. Edwards passes to Wembanyama. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Terry outside. The pass to Webster. Now here's Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And there's the drive.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Outside ball. Terry outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Ball no good.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stuff the alley-oop. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 rebounds. And it's Terry with the ball for Milwaukee. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
There's the pick. Lobbed up there for and another assist for him.
And with that assist, the all-time lead is now shared.
Well, he's not done yet.
Yeah, John Stockton still the co-record holder, but I guess not for long.
Now here's Webster. He's covered closely. P grabs the miss. P's got 11 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Terry. Passes to Wembanyama. And again, another assist.
A piece of history. He's done it with that dime.
And now he stands alone. First all-time in career assists.
And the great John Stockton resigned to the rear view.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Hey, I love y'all. Thank you. I did this for y'all. This is for the fans. Couldn't have done it without y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. That's right. Coach, Pop. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow.
Wow. Man. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank my teammates. You know, you don't break a record like this on your own. You know, you need to put the ball in the hoop. And I played with the greatest teammates a guy could ever ask for. Of course, I got to thank the fans. Thank y'all, the NBA, the commissioner. You know, this record only matters because of what the NBA means to the fans around the world. And it's taken generations of men and women to build that. I wouldn't be here without you all. Thank you. Finally, I want to thank my friends and my family, especially my father and my grandfather. They both helped make me not only the basketball player I am today, but the man. Dad, I love you. Grandpa, I miss you. I do this for you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Inside, here's Giannis. no good. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Washington passes to Webster. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by New York. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's P. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. To the middle. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. He can't hit that time. New York's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots in long range. Here's P. Lays it up off the glass. P's got 58.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Webster. He kicks it to Ball. Can they get it? Misses the layup.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, in recent years, the league has flattened the lottery odds and created the play-in tournament to keep more teams motivated. Commissioner Adam Silver knows some teams are in a development phase, but doesn't want to see maneuvering for better draft picks. He says teams are smarter, they're creative, and they respond. We move, they move. Kevin?
Just like that. DA, thank you. Pass to Webster. Inside. The kick out to Ball. Off target from outside.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
Here's P, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
And it's Terry with the ball for the Bucks. Here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here's Antetokounmpo outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Booker against Ball. Giannis outside. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Ball, the pass to Terry. Over to the left wing. And Webster kicks to Terry. Puts it up from 12. Kept alive. Washington. And it's blocked. Pass to P. Takes a three. Cans it from downtown. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Knicks?
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Mobley, he's checked in for New York. Ball comes in for Edwards. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Down low, and stolen by Mobley.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. And ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Now here's Terry. D right on him. Out to Porzingis. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by New York. P's New York shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. He feeds it to Mobley. And the basket is good. Mobley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
1:24 left in the third, and it's blocked. From 20 feet out, and got it! Another basket, and there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Kicks it to Webster, and there's the pass to Washington. Porzingis sets the pick for Washington, and again, unable to change momentum here. Smooth sailing for New York. Ball, a screen on Terry. P passes to Wembanyama. Lets it go with the 3. Mobley misses. And Milwaukee has possession. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mobley with the block. They recover it. They shoot again, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got his first basket of the night.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there. Wow. What can you say?
Shot from the wing. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New York Knicks holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been up
139.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Milwaukee now. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Mobley. Whitehead out there with LaMelo Ball. And there's Jackson, and it's P, and at the 3, the small forward. From 6 away, tried to bank it in, but he misses. And for the Knicks, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Jackson, a screen on Porzingis, and it's Ball in the corner. Jackson has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Hamilton's checked in for the Bucks. Passes it to Pete. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wing. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Launches it. Yet another bucket.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Miller, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
First team foul.
That's good from P. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. High arcing shot. Good on the bucket. Now the Knicks with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Porzingis. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Hamilton against Jackson. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
From the wing, and the Knicks good for 2.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Hamilton left side. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Reed. Fader on the way. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
He with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Hamilton. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hamilton outside. And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15-20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Smooth sailing for New York. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's P. They grabbed their own miss. Count that one from Mobley.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
To the inside. Here's Miller. No good on the shot. Nice defense from P. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Knicks. Three-pointer. And he drills it. Beautiful release there from P.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
There's the pick. In the corner, it's Hamilton. And here's Miller outside. It's rebounded by New York. He's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. From past the arc, and good! He hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. And then on Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Trent's checked in for Whitehead. Buries the long-range jumper.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And it's Ball in the corner. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pete.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Milwaukee has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. There's the pass to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Washington. Porzingis sets the pick for Washington. The kick out to Ball. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
He with the bucket.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Outside, Ball. They need this one. It's rebounded by New York.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Count it, good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the wing on the left. The three. Again, Ball missing. So it's the Knicks now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Drills it from outside.
I'll tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
Terry. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's P. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Washington kicks to Giannis. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So it's the Knicks now. Here's P. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Terry the pass to Giannis. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Jackson.
He hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
And the Knicks good for 2.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Passes it to Washington. Bucks passing it around. Porzingis gets to the corner and buries it. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
He with the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. The
kick out to Ball. Offline with his three. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Giannis outside. Pass to Washington. Porzingis with a screen on Trent. Now Washington. Paul with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Knicks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for P.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Yes, that goes in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Terry finds Porzingis, shoots over Mobley. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's P. And another three for New York.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
That's one of the wildest triple-double stat lines I've ever